Hello students, welcome to the class, welcome to the TKG physics classes. So today our topic related to speed and velocity. So before starting it, just recall the previous class, what we learned from the previous lecture related to motion and motion in a straight line. You may call the motion in 1D. So in previous class, we are talking about the basic thing, that is what is rest, what is motion, we know about distance and displacement. Okay, so today we are going to discussing about speed and velocity. So what is speed? Speed is the rate of change of position of an object, rate of change of position of an object or of a body with respect to time in any direction. So we can say speed is the ratio of distance divided by time, that is speed is equal to distance traveled divided by time taken by the body for covering this distance, which is represented by symbol V is equal to distance is represented by S and T is represented by T, or you may call distance, that is X. Okay, X represent position, that is V is equal to S by T. This is the formula for calculating speed. Now what is the quantity? Speed is a scalar or vector quantity. All of you know speed has magnitude value, it has no specific direction. So we can say speed is a scalar quantity, is a scalar quantity. Next unit, SI unit, that is for distance meter, for time second, and what is the CGS unit? For distance centimeter and for time second. Now you know about distance. Distance may be positive or 0, never negative. Similarly, speed is related to distance by time. So speed may be positive, may be 0, but never negative, that is speed positive or 0, never negative value, never give negative value. So this is about speed, that is speed is equal to distance by time. Then speed is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude value, no direction. Then unit meter per second, the CGS centimeter per second, and as distance is positive and 0, there is no negative value for of distance, so we can say speed also gives positive or 0 value, there is no negative value about speed. Now what is velocity? Velocity means the rate of change of position of an object or of a body with respect to time in a given direction, in a particular direction, and the speed is related to the rate of change of position of a body in any direction. Okay, so we can say velocity is equal to displacement by time taken, displacement by time. Now velocity has magnitude as well as direction. So a physical quantity which has magnitude value as well as direction, we can say this is a vector quantity, as velocity has a particular direction. The unit is same because distance SI unit meter and CGS unit is meter per second for time, and CGS unit, that is centimeter, and for time, that is second. Now you know distance may be positive, may be negative, may be 0, and speed is related to, displacement may be positive, may be negative, may be 0, and speed is related to displacement. So we can say velocity may be positive, may be 0, and may be negative. Okay, so this is about the basic related to speed and velocity. Now we classify speed and we classify velocity. That is, speed classify in 4 categories, and they are: first, that is uniform speed, second that is variable speed, third that is average speed, and finally fourth that is instantaneous. This is an important part, instantaneous speed. Let's define uniform speed. What is uniform speed? A body is said to be in uniform speed when it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Suppose a body covers 5 meter in 2 seconds, and after 4 seconds the distance covered by body, that is 10 meter after 4 seconds. So in next 2 seconds, how much distance the body cover? That is 10 minus 5, that is equal to 5. So for first case, in 2 seconds body cover distance 5 meter, and for second case in 2 seconds same body cover distance, that is also 5 meter. So in this condition we can say a body is in uniform speed. That is, uniform speed is equal distance cover in equal interval of time. Next, variable speed, or you may call non-uniform speed. So what is variable speed, students? That is, variable speed, a body is said to be in variable speed when it cover unequal distance in equal interval of time. Suppose in 2 seconds a body cover 5 meter, then for next 2 seconds the body cover 10 meter. That is, for first case for 2 seconds body cover 5 meter, and for second case in 2 seconds body cover 10 meter, which is not equal. So in this case we can say a body is in variable speed. So what is the definition? That is, unequal distance cover in equal interval of time. Now third case, that is average speed. What is average speed? Suppose a body cover del x distance in time interval del t in a given instant t. So what is average speed? Average speed v is equal to del x by del t. That is, total distance cover divided by the time taken for covering this amount of displacement. Now fourth case, that is instantaneous speed. This is an important part. Just looks in the word, that is instantaneous. Instantaneous means at a particular instant, at a particular point. So suppose a car moving from point A to B, and in between there is a point C. Now if I say one question, now what is the speed of this car at this particular point, at point C, at a particular instant? So in this case the speed is defined as instantaneous speed, which is calculated by speedometer. You know, in car there is a speedometer. Okay, so in speedometer we calculate instantaneous speed. So what will be the formula for calculating instantaneous speed? The limiting value of the average speed. The limiting value of average speed we call the instantaneous speed, and this instantaneous speed is indicate the speed at a particular instant. So there is a time interval del t which is tends to 0. So what is the instantaneous speed? Instantaneous speed v is equal to limit del t tends to 0 del x by del t. And when there is a limit and the time interval del t tends to 0, this form will be equal to dx by dt. What is dx by dt? This is an important part. This form d by dx is called integration format. which is in mathematics, that is integration and differentiation. I'll make another video, separate video related to this topic. So this form is called the integration d by dx, and this represent, sorry, not the integration, differentiation. D by dx means the differentiation with respect to x. If I write d by dt, it indicates the differentiation with respect to t. So here instantaneous speed, that is dx by dt. So this form gives differentiation with respect to t. Yes, and this differentiation is called first order differentiation. If there is a term related to this part, that is d square x by dt square, d square by dt square, this form is called the differentiation with respect to second order. Here only dx by dt. So we can say this is the differentiation form with respect to t. So if we differentiate x with respect to t, then we can get instantaneous speed, right? Now classify velocity. Similarly, for speed, velocity also classified in 4 categories. First, that is uniform velocity. Second, that is variable velocity. Third, that is average velocity. And fourth, that is instantaneous velocity. Now define instantaneous uniform velocity. Definition same. Here uniform speed indicates equal distance covered in equal interval of time. Here velocity is related to displacement by time. So what is uniform velocity? That is, a body is said to be in uniform velocity when it covers equal displacement. Here it covers equal distance because speed is related to distance. Here velocity is related to displacement. So we can say when a body is cover equal displacement in equal interval of time, then the body is said to be in uniform velocity. That is equal displacement in equal interval of time. Now second, that is variable velocity. What is variable velocity? Definition same. Here there is a variable speed, there is a body cover unequal displacement in equal interval of time. Here variable velocity, a body is said to be in variable velocity when it cover unequal displacement, or there is a change of direction, or both unequal displacement as well as direction in equal interval of time. We can say the body is in variable velocity, right? That is unequal displacement or direction, change in direction, or both in equal interval of time. This is called variable velocity. Now third case, that is average velocity. Suppose a body at position x1 when time t1, and in time t2 the position of the body, that is x2. Now what is average velocity? Average velocity v is equal to change in position, that is x2 final minus x1 divided by change in time interval, x2 in time t2 and x1 in time t1. So change in time interval, that means t1 minus t2. You can say this is del x, the small position change, and there is del t. So del x by del t is called the average velocity. Now final, that is instantaneous velocity, and you know the formula, that is instantaneous. The word that means instantaneous. Instantaneous means at a particular instant. So a body is said to be in instantaneous velocity when we calculate the velocity at a particular position, at a particular instant. And what will be the formula related to it? Same, that is the limiting value of average velocity is represent instantaneous velocity. So instantaneous velocity, that is limit del t tends to 0. Why del t tends to 0? Because we calculate distance, we calculate velocity at a particular instant. So there is a time interval which is tends to 0. That is del x by del t, and this form is equal to dx by dt. Same, this is the differentiation, first order differentiation with respect to t in x. So if we differentiate x with respect to t in first order, then we can get the instantaneous velocity. So this is the classification, speed and velocity. Speed classified in 4 categories, that is uniform speed, variable speed, average speed, instantaneous speed, and similarly velocity classifies also 4 categories, that is uniform velocity, variable velocity, average velocity, and instantaneous velocity. And for calculating instantaneous, we have to know about the differentiation. Okay. Now let's take one important point. We will calculate average speed in different situation. Average speed in different situation. Suppose a body covering distance s1, s2, s3 up to sn. s1 distance covering in time t1 with speed v1. s2 distance covering in time t2 with speed v2. Similarly for s3, t3 in speed v3, and finally for sn time is tn and speed is vn. Now what will be the formula for average speed? The average speed v average is equal to, you know the formula, that is total distance travelled by total time taken. So first, that is s by t, and here s means the total distance, that is s1 plus s2 plus up to sn divided by total time. Total time means t1 plus t2 plus up to tn, right? Now you know the formula, that is v is equal to s by t. For first case we can say v1 is equal to s1 by t1. So what will be the value of t1? That is s1 by v1. Now putting this value here, that is s1 plus s2 plus up to sn divided by, in the place of s1 we can write s1 by, in the place of t1 we can write s1 by v1, that is s1 by v1. For t2 similarly we can say s2 by v2, and finally for tn we can say sn by vn. So this is the general form for calculating average velocity. Okay. Now we have to take a special condition. Suppose we are calculating average velocity for covering two distances s1 and s2, then what will be the modified formula for it? So modified formula will be v average is equal to only s1 plus s2 divided by, there is a formula s1 by v1 plus s2 by v2. Now suppose s1 is equal to s2, that is distance travelled by the body is equal, then what will be the formula? Okay. That is v average is equal to s1 as s2 equal, so we can write s plus s divided by, taking a common s, so this part will be 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2, that is 2s divided by s LCM v1 v2, so this one will be v2 plus v1, s cancel out, that is 2 v1 v2 divided by v1 plus v2. So this is the formula for calculating average speed when distance travelled by the body is equal, and this is case formula for travelling two distances s1 and s2. Now solve it for three cases. Suppose s1 is equal to s2 is equal to s3, that is equal to s, that is distance travel of a body s1, s2 and s3 are equal. So what will be the formula? That is v average equal to, use it, s1 plus s2 plus s3 divided by s1 by v1 plus s2 by v2 plus s3 by v3. Now putting the value s equal, so this one will be s plus s, that is 3s, and here s common, So this one is 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3. So S cancel out and there is 3 LCM V1, V2, V3. So there is a V1, so this one will be V2, V3 plus there is a V2, so this one will be V1, V3 plus there is a V3, so this one will be V1, V2. So what is the final formula? That is final formula V average will be 3 V1, V2, V3 divided by V1, V2 plus V2, V3 plus V1, V3. So this is the formula for 3 cases. This is for 2, this is for 3. Okay. Now suppose the another theory, a body traveling distance S1, S2, S3 dot up to Sn in time T1, T2, T3 dot up to Tn and with velocity with speed V1, V2, V3 and Vn. So what will be the average speed? That is S1 plus S2 plus S3 plus dot up to Sn divided by time taken, that is T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus up to Tn. Now in the place of S1, you know that is V1 is equal to S1 by T1. So S1 will be V1 T1. So write it V1 T1 plus V2 T2 for S3, V3 T3 plus dot up to Vn Tn divided by there is a time T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus dot up to Tn. So this is the general formula, another form of calculating average speed. Okay. Now suppose we consider a problem where time, a body covered distances in equal time. Okay, solve it for 2 cases. For this purpose, 2 cases, time equal, that is we can say T2 equal to T1, that is equal to T as time equal. So what will be the formula? That is V average is equal to, here T common, that is V1 plus V2 and in lower part T1 plus T2, that is T plus T, that is 2T. T cancel out, that is V1 plus V2 divided by 2. This is the average formula, average speed when time equal. For 3 cases, the average speed formula will be V1 plus V2 plus V3 divided by 3. Okay. Now let's take some example related to this formula. Then it will be more easier to all of you. So what is the formula? When distance equal, average speed formula, that is 2 V1 V2 divided by V1 plus V2, and when time equal, for 2 cases formula will be V1 plus V2 divided by 2. This is the formula. This is a small tricks. Okay. Now suppose there is a problem number 1, a body traveling A to B with speed V, that is 40 meter per second, and the body return back from B to A with speed V is equal to 40 meter per second, and you have to calculate the average speed for the entire trip. So you know the formula, that is when distance equal, yes, you check body traveling A to B and return back, there is B to A, so this part is equal. So here distance equal, and you know the formula, when distance equal, the average speed formula V average is equal to 2 V1 V2 plus V1 plus V2. Now just simplify it, that is V average is equal to 2 into V1 40, V2 60 divided by 40 plus 60, that is 100. Solve it, that is 2 into 4, 8 into 6, that is 48 meter per second. So for entire trip the body average speed is equal to 48 meter per second. Why we use this formula? First of all, you have to check here distance equal or time equal. As according to problem, distance equal, body traveling A to B and return back from B to A, that's distance equal, so we can use this formula. Okay. Suppose there is another problem, problem 2. A train on a 60 kilometer track, total track that is 60 kilometer, a train traveling fast 30 kilometer, fast 30 kilometer with a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. It is given. Now question is, you have to calculate the speed for the next 30 kilometer, that is we have to calculate V2, and there is a question given the for this purpose for entire trip the average speed must be equal to 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, so first of all, given for fast 30 kilometer the train travels with speed V1 is equal to 30 kilometer per hour. Now you have to calculate the speed for the next 30 kilometer so as that the entire for entire trip the average speed must be 40 kilometer per hour. So according to formula, just check one thing, total track 60 kilometer, body traveling fast 30 kilometer and the next 30 kilometer, that means distance equal, and you know the formula for when distance are equal, that is V average is equal to 2 V1 V2 divided by V1 plus V2. Just putting the value, V average given here 40, 2 V1 given that is 30, V2 we have to find out V2, V1 given that is 30 plus V2. Now multiply it, cross multiply, that is 60 V2 is equal to 40 into 30 1200 plus 40 into V2 that is 40 V2. 40 V2 minus 60 V2 minus 40 V2 that is 20 V2 is equal to 1200. So V2 will be 120 divided by 2, that is 60 kilometer per hour, right? So for the next 30 kilometer the train travel with speed 60 kilometer hour. So that to enter journey the average speed will be 40 kilometer per hour. So this is the way out for solving problem related to this formula. Let's take one example related to this formula. Suppose a body traveling 50 kilometer in 1 hour, that is speed 50 kilometer per hour, and second case that is 70 kilometer in 1 hour, that is a speed 70 kilometer per hour. Then what will be the value of average speed for this entire trip? So just check one thing here, 50 kilometer travel in 1 hour and 70 kilometer travel in 1 hour. So here time taken same. So for when time equal, the formula for calculating average speed, that is V average is equal to V1 plus V2 divided by 2. So what will be the average speed? That is V average will be V1 that is 50 kilometer per hour plus V2 that is 70 kilometer per hour divided by 2, right? So this one will be 120 divided by 2, that is 60 kilometer per hour. So this is all about calculating average speed. Okay, now for calculating instantaneous speed we have to learn differentiation. I will make another video, then we will solve the instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. So this is about this class. If there is any problem, any doubt regarding this video, let me know through this comment section, student. And if this video is helpful for all of you, then please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. So stay tuned and thank you. Bye bye.